Hello students, today I am going to talk about food and nutrition, definition and introduction. Introduction. Food is any substance or material eaten or drunk to provide nutritional support for the body or for pleasure. Food is one of the main basic human requirements of life and is obtained mainly from plants or animals, which contains essential nutrients such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, or minerals, and is ingested and assimilated by an organism to produce energy, stimulate growth, and maintain life. In short, food is the raw material from which our bodies are made. Intake of right kinds and amount of food can ensure good nutrition and health, which may be evident of our appearance, efficiency, and emotional well-being. Functions of food. Social function. Food and food eating have significant social meaning. Sharing food with any other person implies social acceptance. Food is also an integral part of festivity everywhere in the world. Certain occasions such as birth of a child or a marriage or birthday are celebrated by having feasts and serving delicacies. Food also has a specific significance and meaning in the religious context. Psychological function. We all have emotional needs such as need for security, love, and affection. Food is one way through which these needs are satisfied. For example, when our mother prepares our favorite foods and dishes, we feel that she loves us and cares for us. Food is often served as a reward also. Similarly, certain foods become associated with sickness, such as khichdi or bland foods. Functions performed by food. These are energy-giving, body-building, and regulating body processes and providing protections against diseases. Food provides energy. Everybody needs energy to do work. Energy is required for walking, studying, eating, working in the house or outside. We get the energy from the food that we eat. We need energy even when we are at rest. Different organs inside our body are always working. For example, heart is pumping blood, stomach is digesting food, lungs are breathing air, etc. All these organs need energy for their respective functions, and our food provides that energy. Food helps in body building. Our body is already made up of thousands of small cells. New cells are added to these to help the body to grow. Food is needed for the formation of new cells. Cells also die or are damaged due to injury. New cells need to be formed, and this repair work is done with the help of food. Food regulates body processes and provides protections against diseases. Regulatory functions refer to the role of food in controlling body processes. For example, our body temperature is maintained at 37 degrees Celsius. Similarly, the heartbeats are also maintained at 72 beats per minute. Excretion of waste materials from the body is also to be regulated. All these processes are regulated by the food that we eat. The food that we eat also gives us strength to fight against diseases. Nutrition. Nutrition includes everything that happens to food from the time it is eaten until it is used for various functions in the body. On the other hand, nutrients are components of the food that are needed by our body in adequate amounts to grow, reproduce, and lead a normal, healthy life. Nutrients include water, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, minerals, and vitamins. There are over 40 essential nutrients supplied by food, which are used to produce literally thousands of substances necessary for life and physical fitness. The science of nutrition deals with what nutrients we need, how much we need, and why we need this, and where we can get them. Adequate, optimum, and good nutrition are expressions used to indicate that the supply of essential nutrients is correct in amount and proportion. It also implies that the utilization of such nutrients in the body is such that the highest level of physical and mental health is maintained throughout the life cycle. Nutritional status is the state of our body as a result of the foods consumed and their use by the body. Nutritional status can be good, fair, or poor. The characteristics of good nutritional status are an alert, good-natured personality and a well-developed body. General good health is evidenced by stamina for work, regular meal time, sound regular sleep, normal elimination, and resistance to disease. Poor nutritional status is evidenced by restless, apathetic, or irritable personality and a poorly developed body. Poor nutritional status may be the result of poor food selection, irregularities in schedule of meals, work, sleep, and elimination. The WHO World Health Organization has defined health as the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Malnutrition means the undesirable kinds of nutrition leading to ill health. It results from a lack, excess, or imbalance of nutrients in diet. It includes undernutrition or overnutrition. Undernutrition is a state of an insufficient supply of essential nutrients. Malnutrition can primarily be due to insufficient supply of one or more essential nutrients, or it can be secondary, which means it results from an error in metabolism, interactions between nutrients, or nutrients and the drugs used during treatments. Overnutrition refers to an excessive intake of one or more nutrients, which creates a stress in body function. Nutritional care is the use of nutritional knowledge in planning meals and the preparation of these meals in an acceptable and attractive manner to fit people. It involves assessment of the existing meal patterns and improving these in an acceptable manner. Nutrients and their function. We all know that food helps in the nourishment and health of our body. The nourishment is brought about by a small unit called nutrients present in food. Thus, nutrients are the chemical substances present in food and are responsible for nourishing the body. Nutrients are of two types, macronutrients and micronutrients. Both macronutrients and micronutrients are equally essential for good health. Each nutrient plays a significant role in the body. Macronutrients. These are present in large amount in foods and are also required in large amount by the body. Carbohydrates. Available carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are present in large quantity as starch in cereal, legumes, pulses, and potatoes. They are present as simple carbohydrates in sugar, fruits, honey, and milk. Starch and sugars are easily digested and provide energy to the body. Unavailable carbohydrates or dietary fiber. They are present in the form of cellulose and hemicellulose, which are not digested in our body. They add bulk to the stool and help in easy defecation process. Energy can be derived from carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, and it is measured in kilocalories. However, carbohydrates are cheapest source of energy. If there is a short supply of carbohydrates and fats in our body, then proteins are utilized for energy production. Functions of proteins is to provide materials for bodybuilding. Therefore, carbohydrates have to be consumed in proper amounts to spare proteins for bodybuilding processes. Functions of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provide energy. Carbohydrates are the main source of energy. Carbohydrates spare proteins for bodybuilding function. Dietary fiber increases the bulk in stool and helps in defecation. 1 gram of carbohydrates gives 4 kilocalories of energy. Food sources of carbohydrates are cereals such as wheat, rice, bajra, maize. Pulses such as rajma, chana, dals. Roots and tubers such as potatoes, sweet potatoes, beetroots, etc. Next is proteins. Proteins are needed for bodybuilding. Proteins are made up of smaller units known as amino acids. There are altogether 20 amino acids, out of which there are 8 amino acids which our body cannot manufacture. Rest of the amino acids can be manufactured by the body. Essential amino acids are those which our body cannot manufacture and hence have to be supplied through the diet. Non-essential amino acids are those amino acids which our body can manufacture. Functions of proteins. Need for growth, maintenance and repair of tissues. Necessary for productions of enzymes, hormones, antibodies, hemoglobin, etc. Also help in clotting of blood. Provide energy if necessary. 1 gram of proteins gives about 4 kilocalories of energy. Next is sources of proteins. Meat, poultry, fish, eggs, milk, cheese, paneer, curd, soybeans, peas, pulses, cereals, nuts, oilseeds like groundnuts, etc. are all sources of proteins. Special features of proteins. Animal proteins such as from meat, eggs, milk are better than vegetable proteins such as from pulses, cereal, etc. This is because proteins from vegetable sources do not contain all essential amino acids. However, including 2 or more sources of vegetable proteins in each meal help to improve the quality of proteins and their utilization. When the body does not get enough carbohydrates or fat to meet its energy need, proteins are broken down to supply these calories. When proteins are used for energy, then they are not available for other vital functions. Next is fats and oils. Fats and oils are the concentrated source of energy in our diet. Fats are made up of small units called fatty acids. The nature of fat is dependent on the type of fatty acid present. Fatty acids may be saturated or unsaturated. Saturated fatty acids are found in solid fats, whereas oils contain more of unsaturated fatty acids. Vegetable oils are rich in unsaturated fatty acids. Functions of fats and oils. Provide concentrated source of energy, reduces the use of proteins for energy, carry fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamin A, D, E, and vitamin K into the body and help in the absorption of these vitamins. Also helps to maintain body temperature. Also act as a cushion for certain vital organs. 1 gram of fat gives around 9 kilocalories of energy. Sources of fats and oils: cooking oils, ghee, butter, nuts, meat, poultry, fish, whole milk, cheese, etc. Special features of fats and oils: fats improve texture of the food and retain flavors, making meals more appetizing. Fats have properties that help them to remain in the stomach longer and prolong the feeling of fullness. Micronutrients: these are present in small quantities in food but are essential for our body. Minerals: the minerals calcium, phosphorus, iron, iodine, sodium, and others are found in various foods in combination with organic and inorganic compounds. Minerals are necessary for bodybuilding, building of bones, teeth, and structural parts of soft tissues. They also play a role in regulation of processes in the body, such as muscles contraction, clotting of blood, nerve stimuli, etc. Vitamins: fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K, and also water-soluble vitamins like vitamin B and C are found in foods. These are needed for growth, normal function of the body, and normal body processes. Water. Water is an essential part of our body structure, and it accounts for about 2/3 of the body weight. It is present in all the cells, being a vital part of all living tissues. It surrounds tissues and organs and also gives protections from shock. Water helps in digestion, absorption, and transportation of nutrients in the body. It also helps to excrete unwanted materials in the form of urine and maintains body temperature through perspiration. So coming to conclusion, the food that we eat is composed of small units that provides nourishment to the body. These are required in varying amounts in different parts of the body for performing specific functions. This means that good food and good nutrition are essential for good health, and each nutrient class has its own function, but various nutrients must act together for effective action. Thank you.